Hi everybody, welcome back to Tunes Reviews. Today we're going to talk about Starry Nights by Montale, released in 2015. Stay tuned. So let's talk about the house that is Eugene's favorite house, Montale. I think that all he ever does is talk about Montale. It's like his second wife or something, I'm not sure. But either way, Montale is one of those houses, as well as Mansura, that I'm not particularly fond of. Notice how I just emphasized and enunciated in the particulars of it all. Montale's Starry Nights is an exception for me, although it's not like I'm blown away by it. So what is Starry Nights? Starry Nights is a fragrance that is constructed of mostly citrus, musk, patchouli, and rose. It wouldn't be a Montale fragrance if it didn't have either oud or rose in it, right? So here we are, rose. The rose is very prominent on my skin, but not as prominent as this really sensual, creamy-like musk. Okay, the musk is the main player in this fragrance on my skin. Kind of mixed with a little bit of the sharpness from the rose and a little bit of the warmth and citrusy element of whatever the citruses are in the fragrance, because I don't know what they are. They're not listed on Fragrantica or anything. To me, it just smells like a generic, I don't know, like lemon lime type thing. But it's not quite that sharp. So bergamot, maybe. Anyways, the fragrance is very simple. It's pretty linear. Throughout the life of the fragrance, you're pretty much going to get what you get when you initially spray the fragrance all the way through the life of the fragrance, which is a solid 12 to 18 hours, depending on if you just spray it on your skin versus on your clothes as well. If you have it on your clothes, if you don't wash them, God, it's going to be there for a month. I don't really know that, but I know that when I have like a sweater or something, I spray it on and go to do the laundry about a week later or whatever, it's still there, you can smell it. So this is a potent beast. Like most of the other Montale fragrances, it just projects and its performance is great. Now, if that's not something that you enjoy about the fragrance house, then steer clear of it, because it is definitely something that's just gonna scream loud when you wear it. I will say I've made one person purchase this fragrance when they smelled it, because he enjoyed it so much. So shout out to you, you know who you are. This was a fragrance that I tried based off of a recommendation. There's a subscriber on here, I won't name names, just because, again, I really am gracious about obtaining gifts from people, and I don't want other people to think that, you know, they should go bombard them and whatnot. But either way, thank you so much, you know who you are. Last spring, this was one of the samples that he sent me, along with like Baccarat Rouge and a few others, and some Aventus, and I really, really enjoyed this one. This was the first bottle out of all the ones that I'd sampled that I purchased. And so we've gotten to a point now where I feel like I've worn it enough to make a calculated decision on what I think about the fragrance. Performance is beast mode. Absolutely insane. So I would say that this is not to be worn in the summertime. Early spring, summer, cool nights when it's like maybe 70 degrees out. So 70 degrees and below is really where I'd keep it. Although, because it does have that citrus element in it, and the rose is more of a sharp, airy rose, I guess you could try to pull it off, but I found that it gets a little funky when it gets 70 degrees and higher on my skin because of the patchouli and the musk and whatever else. Some fragrances you can pull that off with, like Musk Ravageur, I prefer in the heat, but this one just didn't do that. I'm not sure if it's an ingredient issue or whatever, but it's definitely a little bit more funky when it gets hotter out. I think this is perfectly unisex. I could have swore it was marketed for men initially, but I see it marked as either feminine or unisex all over the place. You can get this discounted like crazy, like 70 bucks. I think I paid maybe 80 for this brand new. So just know too that I would never pay full retail for a Montale bottle. About $85 is my max for that brand. And even then, I'm kind of like, if I hold out a little bit longer, I can find it for a better price. But I would never pay a full retail, other with the absolute exception of Intense Cafe, because that is one of my favorite fragrances, and I absolutely adore it, and I would and have paid retail for that one. But certainly not for this one, and not for any other fragrance from the house for me personally. As far as how this wears, I'm being so honest with you. I wish I could kind of disregard some of the information that I've gotten from other people when it comes to this house and Mancera, because sometimes I just don't want to like them as much as everybody else does. But this fragrance is a freaking magnet. People love it, guys and girls alike. It's complimented. People ask what it is that I'm wearing. People, like I said, one guy bought it. It's just a pleasant fragrance. It's inviting. It's nice. It's simple. And it's basically got the construction of a well-done designer. So if you're looking for a niche fragrance that's in the same price bracket as a designer and it feels like it's a more well-done designer, then go for it. It's an inviting fragrance. It's a Swiss Army knife. You can use it for any occasion. Yeah, I think that it's pretty well constructed for Montale. I would give this a solid 8 out of 10. I think it smells very pleasant. It's long-lasting. All those things. It hits all the marks. The only thing that it doesn't have going for it is it's not like some piece of art. It's not something that's like really sticking out there. It's pretty basic, but in a good way. So if you're looking for something like that you can wear while you're on campus, or a spray or two at the office, or even a wedding scent or something, because honestly, you can really pull this off anytime. But something inoffensive, then I would definitely check this one out. So that being said, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will catch you all later.